Hello, good morning, Miss Titi. Today, let me introduce my group. So my group has 8 members. First of all, there are 8 points. In this video presentation, and I'm gonna explain the first one, behavior. Behavior is a series of action made by an individual's organism, system, or artificial entity in reaction to himself or his environment. Behavior is a computed response from a system or organism to various stimuli or inputs, both internal or external, conscious or subconscious, open or secret, and voluntary, involuntary. Now my friends will continue explaining about the 7 point. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mega Utami. I'm from Management D Group 3. And now I will explain about employee behavior. What is employee behavior? Employee behavior is a form of action taken by members of an organization that can directly or indirectly influence the effectiveness of an organization work. Between one individual and another individual has different properties. There are individuals who are deft in carrying out their duties. There are individuals who are smart but difficult to organize. And there may also be individuals who like to make excuses so that they can skip work. Because the behavior of each individual is not the same, human research manager must really understand the behavior of each employee. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Delay Pamka. I'm from a Management D, and I will tell you about forms of employee behavior. Forms of employee behavior. A manager must be able to understand his employees. This understanding is important because it affects the company performance. To understand the condition of employees, a manager can see it through the behavior of employees in the office. There are 3 forms of employees behavior, namely performance behavior, organizational, citizenship behavior, and counterproductive behavior. There are 3 forms of employee behavior, namely performance behavior, organizational citizenship behavior, and counterproductive behavior. A set of work behavior that are expected of employees. Number 1, performance behavior. Performance behavior is behavior that directly contributes to productivity and performance. Organizational membership organization. Individual behavior that contributes positively to the organization, even if it does not directly impact profits. A number of individual and organizational factors play a role in encouraging or lowering organizational citizenship. And the last, number 3, counterproductive behavior. Behavior away from organizational performance, absenteeism, employee turnover, theft and sabotage, sexual and racial harassment, aggression of violence at work where individual difference are different personal attributes. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Rizka Putra Kirana and I will explain about the uniqueness of each individual. Every human being has different characteristics from one another. As discussed above, there are employees who have good performance, but who are indifferent. On the other hand, there are also employees who have poor performance, but are hang-edge and friendly figures. That is why humans are unique, right? This uniqueness is a picture of two basic human characteristics, namely personality and attitude at work. The first, personality, a series of relatively stable psychological attributes that distinguish one person from another. 2. Attitude. Evaluative statements of objects, people, or events. There are three main work attitudes that need attention, namely A. Job satisfaction. Job satisfaction is a positive feeling about one's work that is the result of evaluating its characteristic. B. Job involvement. Job involvement is the level where a person side with the job, actively participates in it, and considers performance as a form of self-esteem. C. Organizational commitment. Organizational commitment is the level at which a person sides with an organization and wishes to maintain its membership in the organization. So that's all. I hope you guys understand what I am explaining and hopefully useful. So bye. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mary. I am from Management D. And this part, I will tell you about adapting individual for their works. Adapting individual with their works. Each individual must be placed in the job that suits his ability so he can show the best performance and can take the important thing in advancing the company where they works. There are two key methods. The first is psychological contract. Psychological contract is an agreement that is not written by the paper but has strong influence for influencing the behavior of a member of an organization. Second is job personal fit. This level, which is the company is compensated in accordance the contribution made by the employee.
Hello everyone, my name is Henti Apriliani. Here I will explain about employee motivation and about what is motivation. Motivation is an inner urge that influences people to do something. Encouragement can arise due to influence from outside oneself. And employee motivation is an intrinsic and internal drive to make the necessary effort and action toward work-related activities. This can also be translated as a psychological force that determines the direction of one's behavior, the level of one's efforts, and level of persistence of a person in an organization. Motivation is about how businesses can encourage staff to give their best. Motivated employees are essential for organizational success because they are generally more productive.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kiki Rusmansyah. Theory and concept of basic motivation. There are three types of motivation theory, mainly physical theory, behavioral theory, and conceptual motivation theory. 1. Physical theory. The classical theory is proposed by Frederick W. Darrell. He developed this theory when he works in arbitration field. 2. Early behavioral theory. Initial behavioral theory objects of observed research. Theory X and Theory Y. 0. Development and achievement theory. 3. Temporary motivation theory. Temporary motivation theory refers how or why motivation can develop. There are two temporary motivation theory, namely activity theory and theory of interest. Terima kasih. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, My name is Kinder Sabari, and I will explain about increased employee motivation. What is increased employee motivation? Employees play an important role in a company operation. Motivation are needed by employees to improve their performance. And then are 7 examples from the increased employee motivation. The ones management by objective or MBO. What is management by objective? MBO is a technique for increasing work motivation by means of manager and employees getting to goal together. For example, often chatting or sharing with manager. Number 2, job encouragement program. Job encouragement program are efforts to increase employee motivation by providing participation in the work. Number 3, job gradation program. The job gradation program is an attempt to increase employee motivation by modifying the work of its employee. Number 4, behavior modification. Behavior modification is done to change employee behavior by giving reward to those who work well and punishment for those work poorly. Jadi kayak ngasih reward buat yang kerja bagus sama yang enggak. And number 5, flexi time. Flexi time is a system that gives employees the freedom to determine their working hours. Number 6, telecommuting. Telecommuting is a work model in which employees gain work flexibility and in terms of place and time work with the help telecommunication technology. And the last, division of work. Division of work is an effort to increase employee motivation by allowing employees to share with their work with other employees. And maybe that's what we can convey, and please forgive if there are deficiencies. Thank you.